Hi guys, I'm James and this is my friend Jack. You may have seen him on some of our motorsport content. This is his new car. What we're going to be doing in this series is taking a look through some of the modifications and tweaks that we can make to make it his own. Jack?
So this is my brand new Mk8 Golf R. Super excited to finally get it. Been a long time coming, the wait's finally over. What I've seen of it so far I'm loving, so yeah, can't wait to get stuck into it.
So it is a very capable car, mate, but what we're going to do throughout this series is take a look at some of the options that we can do to make it your own.
Yep. So I think first things first, the stock wheels, the 18 inches, not the biggest fan of them. So I want to move up to 19s and stick them on.
Okay, well we've got a whole host of options with regards to wheels for you, that's no problem whatsoever, and if you're going up from an 18 to a 19, we're going to have to put some performance rubber on there as well, mate, so we'll need to look at that as an option.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get it sitting a little bit lower as well. Not quite a fan of how the arches have got so much gap between that and the tyres, so if we can do that as well.
Yeah, no problem. We've got a few options there that we can look at, fella. We can put lowering springs on it on their own. We could do some springs and a damper as part of the kit, or we could even go as far as putting some airbags on it if you like.
Not sure we need to go that far. It's my commuter still my daily driver, so I think some springs might just do the job.
Lowering springs we can do. What do you reckon about performance, fella?
Performance so far, it is pretty good. It's been enjoyable to step up from the GTD. It's certainly got a bit more punch, but I'm sure there's always more we can do.
Yep. To be fair, mate, it's a very capable car. It's rocking 320 PS as standard, so that's got a right old lump underneath your foot. What we could do is look at some tuning options. There's not a hell of a lot out there right now with regards to mass market, but there are things like a panel filter, an exhaust system. Regrettably, no one's actually done the ECU yet, no one's cracked it, but when that one comes along, we get a big boost in BHP. But before we do any of that, I think what we need to do is get it down onto the rolling road and see what she's making stock. 320 is what VW are quoting right now, but we've got some industry sources telling us that it's higher than that as standard. So we need to see where we are with yours right now, and then go from there and start putting some mods and see what it actually gives us in the real world. Here we are down at Profile Tuning. We're going to see what kind of figures this thing produces. 316 standard, 320 PS. Let's see what she'll do. Come on. So there we go, that's the rolling road done. Peak power on best run was 331 PS. Pretty good going, it's an improvement over stock. Leaves us some good leg room for getting some mods done, getting back and getting it back on the rollers. Where to go when we get back? I think we need to talk about some mods for exhaust. Even in R mode, it sounds better, but it gives us lots of potential for boosting the sound. I really don't like the exhaust tips on it. It's got about 10 mil thick trims and they just look ghastly, to be fair. We could do a lot more with that. There's loads of different trims on the market at the moment from different companies, different sizes, different colours, different shapes, and this thing could certainly benefit from that. I think one of the things that we've seen from the power gains or the power graphs is that it's got a bit of a flat spot between 2,500 and 3,500. Whether or not we can do a bit of a map out when the maps are released, because at the moment they're not. We're waiting for them to crack the ECUs, so that's a work in progress. But for now, the bolt-on stuff that we've got, we can do exhaust, we can do filters. One thing that we didn't have in this, going for its rolling road on this occasion, was something like V-Power fuel, high-octane fuel. This is pump stuff, so it would have been running the E10, potentially not seeing the gains that we could have got. So there's plenty that we can go to and talk to Jack, see what he wants to do, and gives us some scope for a couple of episodes coming up.